Hey man. Hey man. Yeah, that Sonarworks thing. I went and bought the mic, and first you go through a measurement software program, and they make you put the mic in 800 different places, and it does little tests and figures out how far your speakers are, and blah 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 blah. Anyway, you go through that. You save the profile for whatever monitors you checked out. Like I did one for the Audios here. So once that's done, you open up your DAW and put the plug in on the master. Now again, you're gonna delete it, or not delete it. You're gonna turn it off if you render anything, because it's just a monitoring thing. So I load up my latest. This is the one it did before I did the mic. Hang on. Here's with the mic. Okay, so that's the curve of what I hear from my chair. So it's pretty good up to, the midway. I mean, the highs are pretty good. There's a little dip around, 1.2 or something like that. Some kind of crazy dip here, and then a really crazy thing going on, 120 or 200 or whatever. There's the 80 dip that I seem to experience. However, they're showing you left and right. Now you can go through this little thing. It'll show you what it's going to try to do to your curve. So it's going to do that to it. Here's the before. So that's the curve that it measured. Here's the correcting curve. So that's what it's going to do to the curve when I'm listening. Okay. And of course you can check left and right speaker independently. So if you turn before and correction on, you'll see what it's going to do and what your curve looks like. Filter phase, that has to do with if you want to use a linear phase or not. With latency, I don't care about the latency, so I'd rather have 100% no phasing. You can design a limiter thing to pull the level down, and in case there's any added EQ, it's too much for your card or whatever. But I've set that up to be pretty flat. And the target curve, which should be the same as simulated after, but it's probably a little bit different. Anyhow, so once you have that on, there's before correction. We'll just do that. So that's just for looking at. So you turn the plug-in on. I'm going to turn it off now. I'm just through a webcam mic, so you won't hear anything good here. I'll turn down the reference so it doesn't. Okay, Prince tune, sexy motherfucker. Always sounds nice. Big fat bass, clean highs, etc. So that's all good. When I enable the plugin, I can toggle back and forth between flat or like not on and on. And I just with the correction on, I just it pulls out all this woofy, weird low. I mean, just it corrects it. I don't know what to say other than that. Again, you only use it when you're listening. Do your EQ moves and whatnot, and then when you're going to render something, turn it off and do your render. And it's just like all it's doing is correcting your monitoring. It doesn't apply any kind of shit to your sound file. It's just for your ears. Anyhow, pretty cool. I'm going to do a little tweak on some masters and go and listen into a few places and see, if it's really doing anything. Okay, I'll let you know.